Podcast in the history of podcasts.
You are watching Wrestling with Savage! But of course.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
I'm trying to give these two WWE legends.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage, episode 98, on our way to 100. Welcome back with me, Gilch and Jay. We're here again for Monday Night Raw, and I'm going to get right into it. Raw opens up with Monday Night Rollins blessing us with his presence. Raw's coming to you live from Portland, Ohio. He says he's going to be your host for Raw, something like that. He says he's the revolutionary. We got more chants coming for Rollins. Portland was loving Seth Rollins. He says, Rip City, you are too kind. I have a question for you guys. Do you believe in karma? At Clash at the Castle, the universe was in perfect harmony because I beat Riddle. Curb stomped him twice. 60,000 fans singing my song. Half the crowd starts booing now. Half was singing. He says he's living rent-free in that little pea-brain's head, Matt Riddle.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I didn't realize that's what you're doing. You can keep doing that. That's fine, because he wants a rematch, but I'm not interested in a rematch. Seth Rollins is not interested in a rematch with you, Riddle. Matthew Riddle. Seth doesn't want anything to do with you. He wants nothing to do with you. Not in the ring, not in the locker room, not in a commercial, not in a fucking vignette, nothing. You know why? Because you're a loser. And that's just a fact. Of course, now Q, Riddle coming into the ring. Seth was yelling, I don't want a rematch with you. I just don't want a rematch with you. I mean, how many times do I got to tell this guy? Seth freaking Rollins is getting sick of Riddle, man. I mean, what do you guys think about all this? We'll get into the rest of the segment, but just give me your opening thoughts. Jay, we'll go to you first because I know you're like super hyped tonight. What did you think about Seth Rollins opening up Monday Night Raw?
One word: repetitive.
Okay.
I heard this last week. I heard him when he said 62,000 was singing his song. I heard the crowd chant. But once again, this is good, right? It's good promo, it's a good segment, but I heard this before. It's repetitive, and I think you guys could agree.
Okay. How about you, Gilch? You're a Seth guy. Do you... I mean, for me, overall, if we're going to talk about Seth, I might as well just talk about his overall presence in the show tonight. It's not like he had a match or anything, but overall, I thought he came across super strong. Later in the night, you're going to see him have a confrontation with Bobby Lashley, and Bobby's telling him you like to wear all these colorful fucking clothes, but at the end of the day, you ain't wearing no gold. Seth made it clear tonight he wants the WWE Championship back, but he's willing to settle for the United States Championship for now, which we're going to get next week. Unfortunately, I think we all know how that match is going to end, right?
Look, let's just cut the bullshit, man. Everybody knows they're not going to have no rematch. We all knew this was going to go into the Bobby Lashley. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of it being repetitive and us leading to it to be a rematch. And we all know out the whole show tonight that the rematch is a more money draw than Bobby Lashley versus Seth freaking Rollins for the U.S. belt.
Well, don't forget, that's why that's on a Raw and not at a pay-per-view. You know Riddle's going to come out and fucking ruin that whole thing. Riddle's going to come out and ruin that whole thing. It's too big of a storyline to let go. And no matter how much Rollins wants the championship right now, it's just not the timing for him to be interjected into that picture just yet. He'll make his presence felt. And don't be surprised if Rollins wins the fucking Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. Don't forget who's the guy that's actually running the Rumble this year. It's not Vince. That's for sure.
I want to see a new face.
Yeah, but as much as you want to see a new face, the best recipe Vince McMahon ever had was shoving shit into your face. I mean, look, it worked with Roman. It only took like fucking 17 years, but it worked. Look where he is now. Anyway, Matt Riddle comes out. Seth was yelling, I don't want a rematch. But then, of course, that's not going to be the end. We're going to see Finn Balor and Damian Priest come out, cutting off Riddle, not giving him access to Rollins. Rollins and Riddle went at it for a little bit. They went around the arena, nothing crazy. And then, of course, Rollins makes his escape up the ramp. Out comes Damian. Out comes Finn Balor. Finn, I noticed, was wearing a jacket and not a shirt to come out. So I was like, okay. He's trying to maybe be himself a little more and maybe separate from the pack. I'm the leader. This is still my Judgment Day. And that comes into play later tonight. We'll talk about that later again. But Damian says we are friends to Matthew Riddle. We go back. We want to offer you a spot. You've seen how much Dom has grown in the past few weeks. He's finally stepped out of his dad's shadow. Dom is going to take care of Edge tonight. We know you have problems, but let's help you. We're problem solvers. Matthew says, I can't do that right now. I'm focused on Seth Rollins. They basically tell him, you're either going to join or you're going to stand in front of us. And, you know, we all know what's going to happen. Finn says, I know the laws in Portland are pretty open, so your brains might be a little cloudy right now. But, like I said, you either stand with us or you stand in our way. Riddle cleans house, sends the Judgment Day to the outside, which is going to set up our opening match of the night. Riddle versus Finn Balor. So real quick, anybody have anything to say about just the opening with Judgment Day now stepping into the light? Rollins making the escape. So what's going on? Is Judgment Day friends with Rollins? I mean, what do you think? Are we going to see that come into play at all ever?
Hope not.
Okay.
You're basically seeing the transition of basically Riddle just staying as a mid. This is where his next storyline is going to go. Do I like it? No. Was Finn impressive on the mic? No. I think somebody wrote that brains crap line, which was horrible and fell flat dead to the crowd. This wasn't really good. I mean, I didn't enjoy it. I told you, like I said, repetitive on Rollins, but it was good. Besides that, once all the clown shows started coming out, I just lost interest, to be honest.
Okay. And Gilch, how about you? I mean, what are your thoughts on Judgment Day opening up the show, interrupting the whole fight between them, saving Rollins? You have any thoughts, any takes?
I was hoping that I was going to be more into this once Dominic turned on Ray. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I can kind of care less. They can scrap this whole Judgment Day thing tomorrow, and I wouldn't listen to them.
Well, I'll say this much. I think the Riddle and Finn Balor match should have been the main event. I would have rather seen Edge and Dom just kick off the night, set the tone. You get all that shit going, and you could have better storylines going throughout the night because it doesn't have to end there. It ends with them killing Edge, and then maybe some other shit happens. Maybe they fuck with him, throughout the night as they're trying to take him into the ambulance. Then they take him to the hospital. You have Rhea Ripley showing up to the hospital, beating him with a bedpan. They could have did a lot of shit. Telling you, these writers, man, just give me one episode of Raw, man. I'll do some shit these people have never seen in their fucking life. But we're going to need an NC-17 rating. That's for sure. I want to work with Kevin Owens first. This guy's a beast. All right, here's the match. Riddle, Finn Balor. Riddle with a running senton, and after the spot, Finn picking Riddle apart, going for specific attacks after the leg and knee of Riddle. Now Finn choking Riddle, nice shot into the side headlock takedown. Riddle goes for another running senton. Finn counters and lands several vicious shots to the back of Riddle's head. Finn with a nice elbow to the back of Riddle's head. Nice single arm takedown into a cover. We get a kick out now. Balor with a crossface. Riddle was fighting up to his feet, trying to lift Finn, but Finn holds on and lands a gorgeous neck breaker. This looked really good. We get a cover and a kick out there. Finn with a stiff knee to the midsection, now choking and stomping Riddle under the ropes. Riddle takes Finn to the outside over the top rope with the head scissors. Riddle was going for a running kick to the face, but Damian gets in the way, and Finn now takes control. Back to choking Riddle. Standing on the apron, Riddle counters, has Finn in a fireman's carry. Counters with a sick elbow drop takedown, and we go to break. Now we're going to see the end of the match. Finn missing the coup de grace. Riddle now with the Randy Orton vintage DDT, which I don't think was even necessary. It actually fired up the crowd, though, so they were on his side. Riddle was hearing the voices, doing the taunts. Here comes Seth Rollins to interfere. Riddle now going for the DDT again, and now Finn hits his reverse DDT suplex. Hits the coup de grace right through the guts of Riddle. I actually gave this a 4-star match. I thought it was good storytelling, good pace. I didn't see many mistakes. And I was actually excited by the match because it's Finn Balor and Riddle. And it looked like Finn wasn't going easy on Riddle with some of the shots. Especially the coup de grace. He hit that shit fucking vicious. But that's me. Gilch, I'll go to you first.
Yeah, not a lot of botches. Solid. I don't know. I didn't see a 4-star match. I'd give it a 3.
Okay, that's fair, man. I had fun with it. I had fun. I'm being nice tonight.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Jay, what'd you see? 1? Half a star? No stars?
I don't know what I saw. I mean, you guys told me about seeing a wrestling match. I didn't see no wrestling match. I just saw a bunch of strikes and kicks on one guy. That style is just baloney to me. Let's face it. I can't even take that style to being a world champion. So he's having this match with Finn Balor. Finn Balor can't even carry this guy. Sometimes the crowd was popping up. Sometimes it wasn't. I was in there as well. I was like, yo. And I was like, no, it's not doing it for me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's Finn or just the way he's carrying himself in this match. But I didn't enjoy Riddle either. I don't think any of his moves were wow to me. Like a GTS followed by a German suplex. Floating the bro from the moonsault to the outside. Is that supposed to impress me? No. Am I supposed to be impressed that Priest and Ray is coming in during the match? And no, I'm not impressed by that either, and it just ruins it even more. So I'm going 1.5 here.
1.5. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. The main reason I'm giving this a 4 is because Riddle lost. Riddle got curb stomped. I love it. Fuck Riddle. Get this guy off Raw, send him back to NXT. So I'm giving it a 4-star just for the curb stomp again, making Seth Riddle look like a beast. I called him Seth Riddle. My God, that's how much Riddle's got into my head. Get this guy off TV. There's somebody else that needs to get off TV. I can't believe he was back on TV. We'll get to that later tonight. You guys won't believe who was back on TV. See, if you're watching now, I got to give you a reason to stick around. You stick around, you're going to find out what happened in the main event. You're going to find out what happened. Is Rey Mysterio a good father? We're going to find out. And who made a surprise return tonight? And did Johnny Gargano win his match? And who did he fight? You're going to have to stick around to find out. Live here on Wrestling with Savage. Again, we're here with Jay. Jay, real quick, let's go to you for a second. How was your week, man? We haven't seen you in a minute. Didn't catch you for SmackDown. Did you end up watching SmackDown? Did you give a shit?
I can't believe I had to watch it. I watched it on my time off, and I was like, wow, I really watched this piece of crap. I don't know if it was worse than Rampage, but they were, like, right there. So, and I have a prediction on Rampage, but I'm going to say right now, I think Jon Moxley will win for the 3rd time. But that's just me right there. Okay. But it was some good wrestling and some not nice rumors. I'm kind of glad that this whole AEW media scrum is dying down. I was getting sick and tired of it, so that's a good thing. But overall, I'm doing great, and I'm ready to chat about this show and tell you what the real deal is, because I don't know what wrestling matches you see, but I didn't see a lot today.
You're crazy. There was nonstop wrestling matches tonight. Let's ask the Young Bucks hat. Young Bucks hat, I saw that you were at a show this weekend. What show was that? Were you at a show, or was that something...
Not this weekend.
Oh no! Didn't you send a picture or something like a wrestler in the ring?
No, that was I just saw that on some platform. I don't remember which social media platform I saw it on.
Okay, copy that. All right, I thought you were there live. I wouldn't be surprised, if you were there live at some wrestling show. Okay, we're gonna get into an interview with Damage Control. There should not even be a rematch. My girl should have won in the first place. Go watch the tape. Everyone is talking about it. It does not matter. Dakota says tonight we are in control. Sky comes out, says this is our division. They say they are done here. And then they were asked about Bianca Belair. They're done. They're done. They don't want to talk about Bianca Belair. Do you guys want to talk about Damage Control, their promo, their interview?
Yes.
Go for it.
I think it was flat.
I agree.
It was flat. And
I agree.
I hate to say what's going to happen when you talk about it coming up, but I think it's just the wrong move.
Well, let's talk about a promo that actually didn't fall flat. It was pre-recorded, so usually when it's pre-recorded, even Jungle Boy can cut a good promo. So here's Dom Mysterio. I'm not even going to say his full name because every time I do, Jay just makes fun of me. So I just call him Dom. I call him Dom permanently. Maybe we can try Dominique. Is that better?
Dominique.
Dominique? Dominique! At Clash, I was done talking. The disrespect and bottling it up inside. Edge got exactly what he deserved. Tonight, I finished what I started. Hefe, Dad, I know you're disappointed, but too bad this is not your life. This is my life. You know, why did you never even get to know me? You always want to teach me, but you never asked me what I wanted for my career. For such a tiny man, you cast a large shadow, and I am done living under it. You see Ripley now whispering to Dom, because, you know, puppy gets what puppy wants. I'm not your baby boy anymore, says Dom. I'm a man. We see Rhea Ripley smiling in the background. Jay, what did you think of this promo?
Check out my new shirt coming up full of crap, because that's what this was, full of crap.
All right. Gilch, were you impressed?
Good. I was not impressed. I'll tell you what I was more impressed. I was more impressed at this piece of crap who's trying to be a lucha libre at 188 pounds. In reality, he's 250, 260.
188? He's probably like 260 right now. He's a big boy.
And if you notice, and I'm going to just jumpstart this, if you notice, he was not doing any of his lucha libre spots that he always does, that silly bullshit, but we'll get into that later. But what was so good about this? Not a goddamn thing. You know what I enjoyed more? I enjoyed him more with his dad in the segment that came later on, because I thought the facials was better there than what I saw here.
Okay. I didn't think it was a terrible promo, though, but Gilch, what'd you think? Would you rate this? Thumbs down. All right, so you're not even going to rate it. All I'm going to say is Dom looks like he's on the McDonald's, Rendy's, Burger King diet. I mean, they need to start paying this kid a little better so he can hire a personal chef and a personal trainer and get with it. Gunther needs to start traveling with him, because if Gunther can do what he did, come on, Dom. Come on, Dom. Don't disrespect Eddie Guerrero. We're going to get into that later tonight, because I felt like Eddie Guerrero was severely disrespected tonight by a chubby fucking kid. But, you know, that's just me. That's just me. We get a video package of Johnny Gargano showing us exactly who he is. Former NXT champ, North American champ, tag team champ. The guy's a winner everywhere he goes. He's known to the fans as Johnny Wrestling. And you guys better get used to it. If you haven't heard the name Johnny Gargano, you will be hearing it for a while. He won't be going anywhere. Earlier today, we get Theory talking about earlier today. He was saying a lot of exciting news coming up. Oh, wait. I know things. I know Johnny's first opponent. It's someone I would call a close friend. Let me introduce you to Chad Gable. Johnny Wrestling after tonight, all they're going to know you as is Johnny Shush. Johnny Shush. That's better. You guys have comments for the promo? Rate the promo? Anything? None. Crap? Skip?
Nah.
It's all right. It was all right. It wasn't the worst.
It wasn't his best work.
Yeah.
Theory had a rough night tonight, which we'll get into. Theory had a rough night tonight. We're going to get a match now. Let's get right into it. It's going to be for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship of the World. Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah, your current champs, versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky. I don't even want to read my notes for this match. I'm going to go straight. I gave it a 2.5. Gave it a 2.5. And I'll say this. I'm disappointed in the booking on this match. I think they could have saved this for a pay-per-view. Let Raquel and Aaliyah get a little more shine. I get it, but I also don't like it. Doesn't mean I have to like it just because I get it. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make Damage Control serious business immediately. Who wants to go first at this?
Go ahead, Gilch.
No.
You hated it? You hated it that much?
I didn't like it. I'm not into this Dakota Kai tag team.
Okay.
I want to see more Bailey. I want to see Bailey.
I agree with that.
Come on, man. Like,
Jay?
she's like an overhyped valet right now.
All right, Jay, you know what? I'm going to read the last 2 paragraphs, and then we're going to go to you for the rating. Aaliyah desperately reaching for a tag to Raquel in a sad spot fest for more of this time-eating bullshit. But, you know, I don't mind the double team work, which eventually led to the double neckbreaker from Aaliyah, who now makes the tag to Raquel, who shows crazy strength, just launching damage control all over the place. Huge fallaway slam to Dakota, now running springboard, twisting splash. Big boot to the face. Raquel throws Aaliyah on Dakota for the splash to cover. Sky breaks it up. Sky sends Raquel over the top rope with a head scissor. Aaliyah with a roll-up kick out from Dakota. Aaliyah with a jawbreaker, which actually looked good. The springboard X-Factor looked good. Cover, and now Bailey with a save, placing Dakota's foot on the rope. Now Raquel approaching Bailey. Aaliyah with a drop kick to Bailey. Now Dakota with some strange looking finisher, more like a half-ass pop rocks. And Aaliyah oversold the shit out of this. She went like fucking flying in the fucking air. 1, 2, 3. We have new champs who even get pyro. Jay.
This is what happens when you give the belts and you treat it like a toy and you just bounce it around to people that are inexperienced and green. And that showed tonight in Aaliyah. So I'm not even gonna rate this on that, but I am gonna say that, you know, we all knew that this weekend, if you guys didn't know, that there was articles that the match they had on SmackDown was so flat that they lost viewers during that match. Nobody was interested in them defending the belt. Either was I. Tonight was the same thing. And I also told you before that they pulled the trigger wrong, because when I heard that segment between Damage Control, this was their time to shine, because we all knew the belts were going to change, because let's face it, Raquel and Aaliyah, they're flat. That segment was that promo was not doing it for me. Kai was not doing it. Even Sky had her one-liner, and I knew this was the bad decision. I was actually hoping Banks and Naomi would have come out to save this, but they didn't. So I'm just worried. I'm concerned. This is real bad, man. I just think they're treating it like toys, and they don't know what to do with it. And you know what? It's too late for Banks and Naomi now. I'm not even dying for them, you know what I mean? Because it's just, they treat it like shit, so why should I be excited for their return?
Well, in my opinion, they shouldn't have lost the titles tonight, because in my opinion, honestly, I believe Raquel and Aaliyah have more potential than Dakota and Io Sky. Long term, I just see the potential in Aaliyah, and Raquel's a fucking superstar already, with or without the fucking tag team gold. Let's get real about it. You're going to really tell me right now Dakota and Io Sky have more potential than Aaliyah and Raquel? Like long-term success-wise? Is that what you're telling me? Because I'll make that bet.
No potential. Aaliyah has no potential. Let's face it.
Aaliyah has no potential. She's so young. What do you mean? Are you crazy?
She's like 26, 27. She's been in the business for 9 years
well,
already.
26 and she looks like she's 16, so she's doing something right.
7 years already. Come on, like
doing something
give me
right.
That she's young.
Gilch, who do you think
doing
has more
nothing
potential
right.
between all 4 of those?
All about
You have
her.
Dakota, Io, Raquel,
You're
and
telling me
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah was doing well tonight. Aaliyah was not doing well tonight. Her sales were not good. Nothing was good.
Well, like I said, she oversold the finish big time.
I feel sorry they're burying Raquel, because I figured she had all this momentum as a
Singles run.
She was
Yeah.
Ronda. If you forgot that, when she had all the momentum, and guess what? It just went right here, just like Kingston and Jericho. Let's have a program with Jericho. Now I'm back.
Look, I can't take these 5'2" wrestlers serious anymore. Okay, I just can't do it. I can't do it. When I see Charlotte Flair,
Aaliyah's 5'3", not 5'2". Come on, man.
I'm not even talking about Aaliyah.
I'm talking about all the 4 women in the tag match.
I mean, I'm looking at this picture right now, and Bailey is towering over Io Sky and Dakota Kai. She's like 3 inches taller than both of them. So what does that say? And Bailey's like, I don't even know, 5'6".
I'll tell you what does it say?
Like, are you kidding me?
The belt. What does it say when the belt changes hands and nobody gave a shit? Everybody was just sitting down like.
Oh,
okay.
no. Dude, these girls, like Bailey, for whatever reason, I'm
okay.
so sick of this concept of, oh, we have this superstar coming back. Let's just attach him with 2 other superstars and hope that one of them takes off or something. Bailey needs to be on her own. She doesn't need this fucking damage control shit.
So does Dakota Kai. They should all be on
Yeah,
their
she
own.
should be on her own in Ring of Honor. In Ring of Honor. Or fucking AEW Dark. Or she can go to New Japan. You know what? I heard
Impact,
Brooklyn
Impact.
Yeah, whatever, man. Anything I don't watch, that's where I want her. Okay? I'm just being honest. Let's move on. We got a promo now. Ray and Dom. Ray says, I had no idea that you had all this inside of you. If I could, I would change things. But we still have time. Please give me a chance. Give me a chance to make things right. We can be a family again. You're not even going to look at me? I'm begging you. Please, don't fight Edge. He's like a brother to me. He's an uncle to you. You've never seen Edge like this. When he's backed into a corner, he's not going to hold back. Okay, Dom. Okay. If you fight Edge tonight, things will never go back to the way they were. Ripley is, she's there. Basically says he's not your little boy anymore. Puppy knows best, and Puppy knows he's a man now. Ray's like, Mijo. This was good. This was good. Jay, I'll go to you first, man. How did this hit you?
Listen, let's just put the facts out there. Dominic Mysterio is one of the worst wrestlers I have ever seen in my entire life watching wrestling. Okay, but let's face facts. This was good. It was funny. I told you the facials here by Dom was good, so I'm going to. I'm not gonna get all excited, but it is funny, and I think Rhea was just bringing the shine out, and she certainly did in this one.
Okay, Gilch, what did you see?
Yeah, it was solid. I'd go 2.5. It was solid. Really.
I'll go for a 2. There was only 2 stars in this, Rey Mysterio and Ripley, but whatever.
He's a star, Ray.
He's a legend, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about that. He has done some shit. He has kicked some ass. He's won Royal Rumbles. He's beat people up. He's had WrestleMania moments. He's a legend. Whether we like it or not, he's a legend. I'll give him that respect. He's put in the work. He's had a huge career. Traveled the roads, did the shit. Slayed giants back in the day. The Giants, he was the original Giant Slayer. But it's all right. We get a match now.
I feel like Ray's the guy who kind of paved the road for those guys who are
for a lot of the little guys. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. You can't argue with that.
Ultimo Dragon. I'm gonna say Ultimo Dragon.
Maybe. Well, we're gonna find out right now who Johnny Gargano is gonna be fighting, and it's gonna be none other than Chad Gable, who's coming out with Otis. In the beginning, this was just incredible wrestling for the first few minutes. Counter roll-ups, submissions, insane chain wrestling, one hell of a takedown from Gable that made it look extra spicy. Even the crowd was like, oh. It was nice. I'm sure you guys know which one I'm talking about. It was one of the most beautiful leg takedowns you're ever going to see in your life. Greco, Americano, wrestling all in one fucking perfect package of a fucking man. And that's what Chad Gable is. He's the perfect wrestler. He was built to be a wrestler, a grappling machine. Chad Gable's sick, bro. When he just did that one move, he gave you like a glimpse of how good he really is. Because in a real wrestling match, I don't think a lot of guys in the WWE could even hang with that guy.
I can hang.
Well, you're not in the WWE, so I guess we're not talking about that.
They don't want to sign me.
Gable now in control with a chop. There was a gut wrench. Otis yells, squeeze him, baby. Here we go with 10 counters after gut wrench after gut wrench. Johnny sends Gable flying to the outside. Johnny with the 1-foot kick that didn't look that good to the jaw through the ropes. Johnny with a running flip attack off the apron as we go to break. Back from break, Gable was looking to destroy the knee of Gargano. Gable with a knee breaker into the backdrop. That looked nice. Johnny comes back finally with a flying crossbody and an enziguri to the ear. Limping but fighting through the pain. Gargano with a springboard spear, taking down Gable, covering a kick out. That looked real good. Nice sequence that led to Gable locking in the ankle lock, and now Gable with the 6 strength has Gargano in a Canadian backbreaker position, turns it into like a cliffhanger drop, they call it. We get a cover and a kick out. Gargano goes for a move, but Gable turns it into a stalling German suplex. Gable goes for the headbutt off the top rope. Johnny counters, but Gable counters again and then locks in the ankle lock in the middle of the ring. Johnny's able to roll through. He sends Gable into the corner now. Johnny counters another stalling suplex from Gable. We get a roll up. Gable rolls Johnny up. Another roll up. Huge lariat clothesline takes down Johnny. Fans are chanting, "This is awesome." Johnny sends Gable over the top rope, but Otis catches Gable. Johnny with a suicide dive takes them both out. Johnny now with a super kick on Otis. Big time DDT on Gable from the ring apron into the ring, and Johnny Gargano picks up the win. I'd give this like a 3.5 to 4. I was leaning towards 4 because there was some crazy good spots. There was some really good spots, and then there was a couple of things that I wouldn't have done, but whatever. Jay, what'd you see?
I saw the future #1 babyface that I've been trying to tell you for the last few weeks that Johnny Gargano is the perfect replacement for the American roller coaster Cody Rhodes. The fans have already showed you even less than a minute that they were chanting Johnny wrestling. But was this match not good? Did it not deliver? Gargano with the nice head scissor. I like when he did the roll into the rolled up pin. That's a great spot. I mean, what more can I say? The moonsault on the outside, the suicide that you talked about that hit Otis on the announcer table, that also looked good. His sellings was good. The one final beat was good. Everything in this match was good. Now, it wasn't great. I'm not going to go a 4 or 5. Let's not go higher like that. But this was perfectly basically telling you that this guy could work with anybody. It don't matter whose style it is. Could be Gable, could be Otis, it could be fucking, I don't know. Throw anybody in there. You could throw Seth Rollins, you could throw Riddle. Riddle's style is freaking bizarre. Throw him and I'll bet you Gargano will make him a star. I give this a 3.
All right, Gilch, what'd you see?
Man, I think of all the returns, I think Gargano's got to be my favorite one. I really love Karrion Kross. But as far as overall guy in the ring, I love Karrion Kross as the ultimate heel return. I love this reboot of him and what's her name? Fucking awesome, Scarlett, right? Scarlett
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been really good. She always looks great, but I love this character version of her. It's really cool. The match was great. I mean, I expected it to be great when it was the two guys, and I don't really like Gable, but in the ring, I think like you said, he's up there with anybody. A tad bit slow for my liking on the pace, which I'll give it 3 stars.
Yeah, you could tell this was a TV filler time kind of match. They were just trying to.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I'm watching Gargano right now, and I mean, here's your Royal Rumble winner, boys. This is got to be a main event of WrestleMania. You got to have him in there.
Not this year though. But next year.
You don't think so?
No,
you don't think
it's
so?
not possible. Because, listen, they told you, Jay, that's great that you would love it, but they told you tonight. They already. I don't know why, on some things you're just blind, but they told you tonight in his video package. He's going after the United States Championship. He's going after the Intercontinental Championship, and then, and only then, he's going to go after the WWE Championship.
I don't think so. I wouldn't book him like that. I wouldn't book him for these little titles. This and that. This kid's fucking ready. Yeah. So
Theory's going to put him over.
I have a slight prediction about that is been in my mind more and more. Not only is he going to put him over, I'm starting to think that Theory ain't going to get to cash this briefcase in. And
not this year.
No, I don't think he's cashing in at all because I think he's going to get baited into a match where he actually loses the briefcase.
It's possible. Anything's possible now with Johnny there.
And I think it's either to Johnny or KO.
But I know Theory, this just proves that Theory is definitely going to put him over. And he's going to make him even more of a baby.
Here's my prediction. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins will both be WWE champions before Johnny Gargano ever touches that fucking title. That's a fact.
He's touching.
Once Roman Reigns loses that title, there will be a change of the guard multiple times in the same year. After Reigns loses, there ain't going to be no 2-year reigns, 6-month reigns. People are going to be having the belts for 2, 3, 4 months at a time. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that are going to put the strap on. And it's going to keep changing until one rises to the top. And then I think that one that rises to the top will be Johnny Gargano. I can see him winning the Rumble, not this year coming up, the year after, 2024. I could definitely see him winning the 2024 Rumble. I don't know who he's going to go on to main event with. I have no idea.
Damn, man.
But I don't see it this year. This year, obviously, we know it's going to be Roman Reigns versus somebody. Cody, Seth.
I see Gargano being Cody.
KO. I don't know. I'm not picking it yet. You really see Johnny Gargano taking the title off Roman Reigns?
He could take it off Cody. Take it off Cody.
Man, I think you guys are just praying about that. Sounds like a prayer kind of shit. You might want to go to church and start lighting candles.
I don't need to
about
pray.
that.
It's working. Cody's not back. It's perfect. Working.
Yeah, you're nuts, but it's okay. Time is the answer to everything. Time will tell. We will wait and we will see. We will find out. But real quick, Otis tries to attack Johnny Gargano after he wins. Johnny hits 2 big super kicks, tells Otis to suck it, rolls out of the ring. I thought the suck it part was kind of funny, but maybe that's a shot to Triple H. Interesting. Theory comes out and hits Johnny with the briefcase from behind. It's selfie time, baby. The "you suck" chants then start up. Theory cuts a promo after this, which I thought it made Johnny look weak. He gets hit with a briefcase, and then he just leaves, and Theory's just in the ring talking.
He's making him. Your boy is making Gargano into more of a babyface, making him the crowd love watch.
Well, that's because Theory's the perfect heel to do that. Obviously, that's his job.
You should be loving him. You should be loving him. You should be like, yes.
Can I get into the Theory promo now, or do you want to just keep...
I don't know. You're hating on my boy Gargano. I told you he's number 1. But you don't listen. I'll tell you that Tuesdays. You don't listen.
I'm trying to give fans something reasonable to understand, man. You're going back into fantasy land.
Nah, man.
All right.
This is it. This is the guy we got to put our money on.
All right, Jay, I don't care. I got to wake up at 6 in the morning, so let's real talk. Let's move on with the Theory promo. Johnny is an overrated fish at the bottom of the food chain. Did I ruin Johnny's big moment? Say what again? I like the way he immediately tried to defend that what chant. Out comes Kevin Owens. He tells Kevin Owens to shut up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of having my moments ruined. I'm going to take over this entire damn industry. KO says we have heard all of this for months. About how you're the future, how young you are, how sick you look. But it's guys like me and Johnny Gargano, because we don't look like you. You're 1 out of 10. Me and Johnny are like 1 out of 1,000,000. KO was going hard tonight. I thought his promo was like really fucking hard. The whole thing ends in a big fist fight. I think Kevin Owens broke the nose of Theory tonight, possibly. Like I said earlier, Theory had a rough night, and that's what I was referring to. Kevin Owens comes out, basically talks a lot of shit, cuts a very intense, very good promo, no mistakes, just ripped him apart, telling him what he needs to do to become the superstar that he keeps talking about. He's like, you got to drop the ego, leave the ego at the door, stop with the bullshit, and when you come out to this ring, you leave everything in the ring every single goddamn time. And of course, Theory just responds to this by saying, you will never be me. And then this just leads to just craziness. KO says, well, talking sense doesn't work. Maybe this will. KO then proceeds to slap the shit out of Theory. I'm not sure. I think he maybe busted his nose on that shot right there. I have no idea. A bunch of officials, refs, they all come out to try to stop this. Of course, we all know how that goes. They still ended up getting a bunch of shots off. KO was trying to go for the stunner. Theory rolls out. But at this point, this is when you get a good look at Theory's face and you see that he's just bleeding from the nose. And then KO yells, a broken nose is just the beginning, bitch. Gilch, I'll go to you first. What'd you see in this?
I liked it. I love KO. I thought it was a good exchange back and forth. I enjoyed it. Rating, it's all right.
I didn't rate it.
I wouldn't rate it. Yeah,
I didn't rate it.
Yeah.
Jay, what'd you see?
Well, boy, I don't know if he had a rough night or not. I was looking for any articles. If he broke his nose, nothing. So I'm not entirely sure. Let's hope not. But I'm going to say this. Confusion. I'm confused. I don't know, man. I feel like your boy should be with Gargano program, but he could have a program with KO. This is money. I wouldn't even rate it, but it is money. And I think your boy Theory could just have a program with any two, and I think it would just bring a lot of asses to seats, because I will be interested.
That's because Theory's a fucking superstar right now. But yeah, it's interesting to see that this happened the second week in a row. So obviously they're going to definitely start a longer program.
But I'm going to say this, this is my theory. I thought this was a shoot promo by KO just for the fact that he was saying, hey, look, you were handpicked, but that's not how it is now. That's not how things work around here now. And I thought he was really cutting it from the heart. And
yeah, he even said I was handed the Universal title on a platter. Yeah. But, that's the only thing that we have in common. That was the only time I was ever handed anything. I've worked for everything else.
So the shoot worked here, but I wouldn't rate it.
If I had to rate just the Kevin Owens promo, not the whole thing, because the whole thing doesn't even really make sense because it came out of nowhere last week, but if I just rated just KO's promo, it was close to a 5-star promo, man. He made no mistakes. He killed it. He really, his part, he did perfect. I loved it.
Doesn't he always, though?
Yeah,
right?
usually.
Like 3-4 weeks now he's had.
Yeah.
So, it's nothing new, and I love it. And I feel he could have a program with anybody. That's how fire he is right now. He could just have a program with anybody.
Well, he's definitely one of those superstars that's capable of making anybody look good because of, how he moves, how he works. We're told tomorrow night NXT, Pretty Deadly versus the Creed Brothers in a steel cage to kick off NXT. And this has been selected by you, the WWE Universe. Actually, I should just say the NXT Universe, because the WWE Universe, 80% of them don't even know what NXT is. They think NXT is something you buy at GNC. Okay? Stop it. Stop it.
Take it to sleep.
I'm not going to stop it.
Bianca Belair now is on the TV screen, and we find out that she's going to be having an open challenge for the Raw Women's Championship.
This was horrible.
Bianca says she has to stay ready, so that's why she's issuing an open challenge. I am the EST, and you can't whoop me. Out comes Sonya Deville to accept this challenge. Sonya says, you think I forgot about what you did to me? Belair says, this is an open challenge, not an open mic. So let's get this started. Bianca Belair versus Sonya Deville for the Raw Women's Championship. Belair squares up. Sonya goes for the takedown right away, but Belair lands the first gut wrench takedown. Sonya hits 2 back elbows. Now Belair starts to call out. She always does this. I'm so fucking sick. I'm so fucking sick that you stupid bitches can't get your shit together to the point where you can't just do a little whisper or a little do something that makes it look real. This, when you do this, it the match goes to 0 for me. The second she does this, whatever, man. I'm gonna just go with the finish, man. All right, Bianca with a body slam. Deville counters Bianca in the corner, kicks her in the back several times. I was like, yes, yeah, kick the shit out of her. Now we get a snapmare into a headlock from Sonya. Bianca hits the fallaway slam, misses her springboard moonsault. Sonya with a knee to the face. This knee looked fucking terrible, by the way. We get a cover and a kick out. Bianca with the worst spine buster possible. We get a cover and a kick out. Sonya hits a knee shot off the second rope. It looked really bad. Ladies, fucked up hard on the spot. Belair just snatches Sonya up into the suplex. Now Sonya counters, hits a one-arm choke. Belair fights off. Now Sonya goes for the reverse DDT. Bianca with the knee to the face 2 times. Now sets her up for the KOD. And that looked like shit as well. If not 0. This match was trash. 0 star. Bianca Belair sucks. Fucking like this. Come on. Come on, Sonya. Come on, Natty. Come on, Becky Lynch. Becky, come on, Becky. How many times she do it with Becky? Come on, Bex. Come on, Bex. Trash. Fucking trash. You've been wrestling for how long and you're still calling out your spots? I mean, the blatant disrespect.
Guilt. I agree. I want to see Bayley in the ring, but her promo was trash too. I did not enjoy it, and I'm not even excited for her to get back now.
Anyway, the damage control surrounds the ring. Whoop the fucking
trash.
Bayley comes out, says, good job, champ, ding dong. Were you inspired? Blah, blah, blah. Did that make you feel better? I think it just fed a little bit of your big fat ego. What? Chants break out. She says, I thought this was the only good part of her promo. When they said what? She said, I said she has a big fat ego. She responded to their question right away. And that actually shut the crowd up. Believe it or not.
They're not live. Portland's not live, baby.
All right? She says, let's be
disappointed,
truthful
Portland.
to our beautiful
I'm
fans out
disappointed.
here. I know you're not going to sleep at night until you get a match with me. You sure that's what you want to do? If I were you, I would be embarrassed. I've not wrestled in over a year, and I was able to pin you. Relax, relax. You will have your match when the time is right. Bianca's now surrounded by damage control, and then here comes Bliss and Asuka. They clean house. They have Bayley outnumbered.
Oh.
Bayley chooses to attack Bianca, who hits her with the spine buster. Oh, man. Gilch,
It's like,
Gilch, what did you see here, man?
I don't know. Is it time for Rampage yet?
Really, I know, right? Wow. This was pretty... Is this the worst part of the Raw tonight? Easily,
Why
right?
are we putting?
I'm gonna make a
Belair-
prediction.
How did Belair go from Lynch to this? How? How did this happen?
Because Becky's hurt.
There's nobody else you can have a car with. Not even Bailey get it rolled. Couldn't get this rolling already.
I bet you we're going to see more quality matches on Saturday. A creative pro that we will that the women's division's been having lately.
This was bad.
Oh,
This
man.
was bad.
This is brutal. But you know what? I'm lying. It wasn't the worst moment of the night.
There it
It
comes.
wasn't.
I can't wait for this.
It
Shit.
wasn't.
Let's talk about it.
We see a screenshot of Omos on the TV, and my immediate reaction was like, no! He's back! Why is he back? Omos is in action again, but wait, we have technical difficulties, guys. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. I don't know if you guys saw this part of the match. Where they put up that big sign, technical difficulties. Somebody's losing their fucking job, or somebody was just trying to save Monday Night Raw. They were like, please don't put Omos on TV. I'm going to try to save Raw.
My first thought was it was like some kind of work or some kind of skit, like when it went out, right? Like technical difficulties. Like, what the fuck is this?
Dexter Loomis.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the TV was gonna pop up and like you see like Dexter Loomis.
Or Karrion Kross. Ah, man, no, we didn't get that. Or maybe Bray Wyatt. You see him in the back, and he's beating up all the fucking people in the truck that run the show. And then the camera starts following him. He comes to the ring and just takes over Raw. That's a return. Maybe. No? Alright, fuck it. Fuck it, we got a match. Omos is in the ring. He's just squishing these people. He's fighting somebody named Cash and Ryan. He's just squishing them in typical squash fashion. Choking one out, chucking the other, stinger splash on both of them. Huge body slam launch into the turnbuckle. Does the same move to the other guy. It looked bad. Big boot looked bad. Crowd just booing. Two big choke slams on both of them. Double pin, 1, 2, 3. Stack 'em, yelling MVP. This was a 0-star trash bag fucking segment that had absolutely no fucking business on Triple H's fucking Raw. Get the fuck out of here. Jay? You probably loved it.
So basically,
5 star?
almost had a shitty Cobra clutch that almost basically did that shitty, what was it? Snake eye to the turnbuckle. Then he did that shitty boot to the jaw that never hit the jaw. And Jimmy Smith sold it like he hit the jaw. That was really, really bad. And I think what was even worse was that the jobber, when he took the snake eye on the turnbuckle, his face was so slow. If you noticed, he was just like hand planting and then it hit his face like that.
Yes. It was
It
terrible.
was so bad.
It was bad. It was all bad.
No rating for me. 0 here.
Gilch? Nothing. All right. We're moving on then. He's got nothing to say. We get a segment now between Edge and Rey Mysterio. Rey is begging Edge one more chance. Please. I get you, Rey, but you know, you heard him. He's a man now, and he has to pay for what he did. Deep down inside, you know this is what needs to happen, but you can't do it. So it might as well be me, Rey. It might as well be me. I apologize to you from now, Rey. Rey just shaking his head. He's so upset because his son's about to get fucking slapped by a legend. But it is what it is. Now we get a video reminder of what Riddle did to the whole thing between Riddle and Seth Rollins from earlier tonight. And then this whole thing turns into a promo between Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. Rollins says, how many times am I going to have to stomp this guy's face in before he realizes you can't mess with the face of Monday Night Raw? Bobby Lashley interrupts and says, you're the face of the show? You come here with all these colorful shirts, but you don't have any gold. Seth says you don't have any brain cells left in your head. That's not the title I was talking about earlier tonight, but I will gladly take that title off your shoulder. Me and you for the title next week. What'd you guys think of this? Go to you first, Gilch, because you're a Seth guy. What are you rating that, or are you not rating it? I know we already talked about it earlier, but there's new people watching, so fuck them.
I'm not going to rate it. I refuse to rate anything that contains a microphone near Bobby Lashley.
Okay, I understood. Jay?
So, prediction, spoiler. Seth is not going to win the U.S. belt next week on Monday Night Raw because this is the program. Believe it or not, as much as we hate it and how much as you hate Bobby Lashley talking on the mic, this is it. I told you, Savage, all this time, you don't listen. Bobby Lashley is the number one babyface on Monday Night Raw, whether you like it or not. Do I like it? No. But in reality, it is what it is, okay? This was so bad, the setup. I didn't even like the setup. Lashley comes out of nowhere in the back. He just overhears all this, that he's the face. Are you kidding me? The setup was bad. Everything was bad. I can't believe I have to watch this program, but I'm glad that the outcome will be Seth winning it at some point. So,
Yeah, shut your stupid ass up, man. There's 12 people that could come over here tomorrow and be a bigger face than Bobby fucking Lashley. Sheamus could come here tomorrow and be a bigger face than Bobby Lashley right fucking now. All right? All right?
Because they know I'm right. They agree.
Nobody agrees with
And I think Gilch even agrees.
No, definitely.
So, it is what it is, man.
Gilch just agrees just so he doesn't have to argue with your stupid ass. Let's get into a segment.
The outcome will be great.
Hold on. Segment with the Miz. Miz is having an interview. They show Miz in his home with his kids. We see Dexter Loomis in the window. Maurice joins Miz, says, "You look incredible, baby." Miz don't feel comfortable leaving his home. Maurice says he's never going to come here. We have gates, guards, security system. He's never going to come here. "I love you, I love you, I love you." "Oh, you look so hot." We see Dexter Loomis again. "Don't say his name again in my house," Miz says. Even with the double security, he was able to get into the arena. "I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't want to talk about it." They ask him, "What happened to you, Miz?" "I don't want to talk about it. This interview is done. I am busy. I have a premiere to go to." He gets in his car. They leave the Maurice or whatever the fuck Miz and Maurice mansion that they're in. But we see Dexter Loomis now in the window, holding up a sketch, which you're going to see right now. There's Dexter in the window holding up that sketch. Look at that sick fuck. He looks like such a sick bastard in this fucking vignette. Well done, WWE. You made him look like an even bigger psycho. I like it. I'm not going to rate it, though, but I liked it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
He's on TV. He's making his money. I'm happy he's making his WWE money, man.
This show was produced not by Triple H tonight. This show was produced by Road Dogg. This is what I'm seeing. Trash. Dog shit after dog shit, man. What was this? You really like this? This whole Miz thing? Where
Not
is it
really,
leading
no.
us to? Where is it leading us to? Is it leading us to a match? We don't even know.
All I know is
For God's
Tomasa. It led us to us getting Tomasa Ciampa. His full name is back. Tomasa Ciampa is back. All right? Matthew Riddle is back. Austin Theory is back. Hell yeah. But I'll tell you who's not back. Walter's not back. They had an interview with him, and he said, "I don't want to change my name. I am Gunther." Because Walter was a fat fuck, and Gunther is not.
Is Roar over yet? Oh my lord. This 3 hours on Monday is brutal. 3 hours.
This was brutal tonight. And I think all the fans can agree here.
They make it official. Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley next week on Raw. I'm predicting Riddle's going to ruin that fucking matchup. Corey Graves was pretty funny after this whole Miz segment. His audio and commentary is always good. Corey Graves, shout out to you. And Kevin Owens versus Theory is also official for next week. So we get 2 good matches on card. But are they going to finish clean or... I don't know. You guys have any predictions? Gilch, you have any predictions for those 2 matches next week?
Not really. I really don't know. I have no idea. I've never been so clueless to think what's gonna happen.
They also show us a video of what happened between KO Theory earlier tonight, making the match official. Now we're gonna get into the main event. We're here, folks. We're at the main event. It's over. Monday Night Raw. We got, we're on the 54-minute mark. I have a bunch of notes on this match. I don't even know if I want to read them all. I'll just go through the last half of the match. Ripley was holding Dom's leg, and Edge goes flying off the top rope because Edge was trying to superplex him. Now Ripley telling him do it to him again. You know, basically, I think he was telling Dom to do the frog splash off the top rope. The disrespect I was talking about earlier in the night is when Dom kept trying to do the Eddie shake, and he was trying to do the Three Amigos. He's so out of fucking shape that he can't even do the kicks even remotely good. It looked so fucking pathetic. Edge is a nice guy, so he let him even hit the Three Amigos. He didn't even counter that last one. Then he does another Eddie shimmy on the top rope. Like, he just did it way too much. I think he did it like 5 at different points in the match. And you could see he wasn't jumping high enough on certain spots. He's not flipping over enough on certain flips. He's got a belly, bro. Like I said, this kid is on the Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Pizza Hut. He's on the garbage-ass diet right now because he's probably making garbage-ass money. Or, even if he is making decent money, he sure as shit ain't spending it on gym memberships or good quality healthy food or personal fucking trainers. How or why he's getting this push right now without him putting in the physical effort just goes to show you how much it means to be a legend's son in this business. KO, I'm surprised KO isn't the son of a legend. He's like the only one who made it looking like that without having like that connection. I'm not even rating this fucking trash. The whole thing's a shit show. It ends with them trying to kill Edge. Judgment Day interferes. They do the coup de grace on him with a steel chair on his foot. That looked okay. Dom was beating the shit out of his knee with a chair. Ray came out. He tried to help his son. Damian Priest took quick care of him. Bottom line is this. At the end of the night, Finn Balor came out with a bandana on his fucking head. Now he has a Judgment Day shirt on. Now he's part of the posse again. And what do we see? The Judgment Day close out Monday Night Raw. Gilch, would you rate it? Jay, would you rate it?
No. I just feel like
So sad.
I just feel like this was an audition for everybody involved. Who's going to keep their job and who's not. And I think we all saw tonight what it was. I told you this is one of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen on live TV, man. I can't believe this was a main event. I wouldn't call it a push. I would just call it as addition to save your ass or get fired.
Copy that. It's just sad, though. I mean, in general, this was a shitty way to end Raw.
Have you noticed something different about Dominic Mysterio tonight? And I think all the fans could agree. He wasn't doing his lucha libre bullshit.
Yeah, no, he changed. He was wrestling.
You notice he wasn't springboarding. You notice he wasn't doing his springboard arm drags. He wasn't doing none of that because they're trying to switch his style. And maybe the style wasn't working because he's just not used to it.
No, he's not in fucking shape, man. You ain't gonna flip good like that if you're not in shape.
I'm just saying, we've seen him do more flips and little circus flips than what he was doing. He wasn't doing.
It was a nice change of pace tonight compared to his normal matches. Plus, we haven't seen him wrestle in a few weeks, right? When was the last time we saw him wrestle? Like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? It's been a minute. So he's obviously been working on a new moveset. In my opinion, it looks like he's working with Damian Priest on his movement a little bit.
It's not working.
Oh, well, I didn't say it was working. But real quick, to touch back on Johnny Gargano, it's not that I don't love Johnny or I don't think he's going to be the biggest face this company's ever had in a long time. I just think it's going to take a little more time for him. There's other people that are due for a title shot.
No,
and that's just the way it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Sorry, guys.
No, that's
sorry.
not the way it is.
I'm sorry.
I know you're a Cody Rhodes fan, but it's over.
Nah.
The American roller coaster is done.
We talked about this. I think a lot of his momentum.
Johnny can beat him.
Yeah, a lot of his momentum was out the window. I wouldn't say he's done. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna push him when he comes back.
Of course, they're gonna push him when he comes back. He sells more merch in an hour than Johnny sold all year. Stop it, guys. Stop. The higher ups care, man. This business is about making money, Jay. And you don't get that yet. It's a fucking business.
Just get ready. Just get ready for the era.
I want that little smile.
I'm getting ready for Saturday, man. I'm getting ready for Max Caster. I'm gonna
Johnny fucking wrestling.
You better get I want you guys to have the cameras.
Max Caster's fighting a singles match. You'll be happy.
Oh, awesome. That is fantastic. We are going to get the cameras on Max Caster. We're going to ask him the tough questions. I want to ask him a lot of things. try to get him on camera, talking about Punk. I want to hear what he has to say about Punk, MJF. I want to see what he has to say about
I don't think he's going to get
Young Bucks. Yeah, I know, but we're still going to get the reaction from him live.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask him to see if he can rap for me right then and there. I want to see him rip something live, right fucking now. I want you to rip about becoming the future tag team champion of the world. Tell us all about how you're going to become the tag team champion of the world in 4 days. How does it feel? Does it feel good? You like it? Oh, man. It's going to be fun, man. Who else? Do we know who else is there?
So we got a Mayhem medal match. I guess this medal is sort of like a belt or a trophy. Evil Kip, I don't know him, versus Jay George, Liam Davis, and TJ Crawford. I do not know any of those guys. Next one I see, I don't know. He's fighting, but I don't see him in a match. Bully Ray.
Okay, Bully Ray is going to be there.
So I'll tell you what I think he's going to be.
I'm going to boo Bully Ray hard.
There's a guy named Johnny Clash who's looking for a tag team partner for the night, and there's going to be a battle royal to start the night to find his tag team partner. So I'm going to predict, since I don't see Bully Ray anywhere on the card, that it's going to be him. Because it says he's fighting. And then we get the Alex Reynolds defending his Cat TV championship against Mike Anthony. Aaron Rourke, that was the guy. He had like a really exquisite costume coming out with the long nails and everything. Yeah. And some guy named Desmond Cole, who I had no idea who he is. Then we get our favorite tag team, the Even Stevens.
Okay, I'm with it. Yeah, those guys are ready.
They're fighting a tag team named Better Call Slade.
Okay, that should be fun.
Which is Slade, the deathmatch wrestler from GCW. And all
Vest in the world, baby. Vest in the world.
Yep, and Mark Sterling.
Mark Sterling's going to be there. Cool. Okay.
Triple threat women's match. Never heard of any of these girls. But
the last time we were there, that women's match, the one-on-one women's match, that match was like almost the match of the night, to be honest.
It was. I'm sorry. Bully Ray is on the card. He's fighting a 6-man tag. Bully Ray, Phil Cardigan, don't know who he is, and Dr. Cool, who you know who he is, the guy with the gloves.
Oh, he's teaming with Dr. Cool.
Yeah, and they're fighting.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome for Dr. Cool.
Yeah, and
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah, and they're fighting VSK and those kids, Dante Drago, the ones that come out to the Backstreet Boys.
Okay. Yeah, those guys are funny.
And then Max is fighting Ace Austin.
Okay, I know Ace Austin. That's sick.
So Ace Austin has a belt in Impact. I can't see which one.
Okay, yeah, that's a sick main event. That's the main event?
Division.
It doesn't say what the main event is, to be honest with you.
I would think Max Caster is, because he's going to have a lot of hype going into this because of that World Championship on Wednesday, the Wednesday after.
I would think so. And then
Vargas, right? We also have Vargas versus.
Yeah, that's the one I'm pumped for. Vargas versus Brian Myers.
That match is going to be sick. That is going to be a hard hitting match. This guy's like the Dominican Umaga.
I think you're going to see this kid soon, and it might be like Impact. It might be like stuff like that. I'm not saying he's going to get on TV on AEW or WWE, but
he's hanging out with Mark Sterling and Max Caster. I'm sure he can easily get a match on Dark.
Yeah, so that's a dog collar match, him and Myers. And then the Cap champion, the kid Bryce Donovan, is fighting some other guy, Alex Price. I don't know who he is. Okay. And this
he's good though. He's good though.
He is. This I found interesting. So apparently, I think Bear Country. This is what I think. I don't think they're signed anymore to AEW because they're fighting another tag team called the Wolves, and they're not called Bear Country anymore. They're called the Iron Savages.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that maybe they're not signed.
Maybe that was their original name.
Yeah, and that's most of the card from what I can see. I'm a little upset no Cardona since he's technically back.
Yeah, but you never know. There could always be a surprise. He could show up. You
know what? Actually, no, I'm thinking about it. I wouldn't be shocked if he's that surprise Battle Royal entry.
There you go. You never know.
He's at all their events except for when he got hurt.
Yeah, because hasn't he been talking shit with Bully Ray?
You're right, actually.
Because he's been talking shit with Bully Ray. He's like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm the hardcore fucking king now, bitch. Like, he was talking shit to him. So, now that we're discussing this, I 100% see that. He's going to be the secret guy, come out, be in the tag match, and then it's going to be Bully Ray versus Matt Cardona, and we're going to get to see that live. That's going to be fucking crazy if that happens.
That'd be dope, man. I mean,
it's beyond fucking dope. I'm putting that shit on TikTok live. Watch, I'll have 1,000 people watching me in 2 minutes.
And this one's at where I went to their first event, All Sports Melville. It's like an indoor soccer stadium like a stadium. It's like an indoor soccer.
Are we front row or second row? What are we at?
We are second row only because front row sold out.
Okay.
But this is a much bigger.
Yeah, but guess what? We can squeeze our way in there where no one's.
Oh, of course. This is a much bigger place than the Knights of Columbus we were at last time. So the ceiling's way high enough for them to actually do top rope maneuvers.
Is there a bar?
I don't know. I don't recall there being a bar.
That sucks. The last place was cool because it had a bar right in the back.
You know what?
I
think they at least sold beer, if I remember.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
No, but I like the bar because the wrestlers were just hanging out there, having drinks, chilling. You know what I mean?
It was super cool. Sitting in the back of the bar was the guy Slade, the deathmatch wrestler.
Yeah. I should have took a picture of that. That was a picture, bro, with the way the light was.
He's that guy. Jay, that guy's deep. He's the kind of guy like
he looked like a WWF superstar sitting there like that.
Oh wow.
He reminds you of like a prime ECW guy. Like he's a guy like you walk by and like you look over your shoulder to make sure he's not.
He looks like a combination of. He looks like what Just Incredible would have looked like if he worked out.
Yeah. So this could end up being like a really like dope independent card. So
I'm happy, man. I'm hyped to go to that. I'm still thinking if I'm gonna go to the AEW the week after in Philly. If it is, I'm probably gonna buy last minute tickets and just
Tickets for Dynamite in Atlantic City go on sale Friday.
On Friday, huh? Yeah, but those two you can always get tickets last minute with StubHub or some bullshit if you really want to go.
Yeah.
I never sweat it. Someone always cancels or refunds or whatever. Just there's always something.
Yeah,
you gotta pay a little more, but okay. So we got a big week, and then of course, then we have Grand Slam, which we all have our opinions. We don't know what the main event's gonna be, but this Wednesday night, by the way, guys, is gonna be our 100th episode. So I'm gonna try to make a big deal about it. I'm gonna try to promote it all day. I'm gonna try to go put up some flyers by the Wrestling Universe. I might even hang out in the Wrestling Universe for a couple hours before Dynamite starts, just to hype up Dynamite there. And talk about the podcast and see if we can get us some new fans to watch the show.
Let's go.
But, this week's Dynamite's going to be a big deal. We have Jon Moxley going against... Who's Jon Moxley fighting against? Sammy, right? And then Chris Jericho's fighting Bryan Danielson rematch.
Yeah.
Goddamn. And Jay thinks Moxley's winning the whole thing now. Yeah. So that means Moxley's going to beat Sammy, and then who's he beating?
Whoever. It's winning the whole thing.
You don't even care. Wow.
Come on, it's good.
Would you be shocked if Kenny Omega comes out at Grand Slam?
Yes. I'd be happy, but I'd be beyond shocked.
I feel like this is the opportunity that if you want to launch Kenny in a solo thing again, you do it now. He comes back solo without the Bucks.
Yeah, but dude, they took him. He's off all the fucking programming commercials as well.
I know.
That's the
fucking idiots.
I'm starting to think about what Jay just said, and I think Moxley winning it and then MJF taking it off Moxley brings the belt up.
That's what it is.
I think it brings the belt up a little more because, when you look at the past X amount of champions, at least it's less people. If that makes sense? Like if you're gonna put it on Jericho and then he's going to take it over Jericho. It's like a lot of belt swapping, and the way they treat this belt, they really don't do that. They don't like this belt to change.
Yeah, but that belt's going to change two hands anyway because someone's going to win it that night, and then MJF's supposedly going to come out and...
No, I know.
Who knows? I don't know. I wonder if they're going to make it the opening match. Just get right into it. Boom, world champion. And then maybe save Max Caster for the end of the night.
No.
Because I swear to God to you, I don't know. I mean... Obviously, MJF is going to probably get the pop of the night when he wins the title. But do not be shocked at how loud it's going to be in there when the Acclaimed win those tag team titles. It is going to be an eruption unlike something we haven't heard since Attitude Era Raw. People love the Acclaimed. Even Keith Lee and Swerve love the Acclaimed. They won't admit it, but they love them. Vince McMahon loves the Acclaimed. John Cena loves the Acclaimed. And I bet your bottom dollar Triple H loves the Acclaim too. And the year is going to be 2024, and the bidding war is going to be real. And the hottest free agents in the business are going to be the Acclaimed and MJF at the time. And it's going to be hot.
Figure all the pillars, right? The contracts come.
Nah, Jungle Boy's not a pillar, man. Replace him.
I never said Jungle Boy. No.
I don't know how you got that. With me, I replaced Jungle Boy with Hangman. I feel like Hangman's more of a pillar. And you know what, Jay? I love now how it all worked out because you were such a CM Punk fan. But guess what? Who's the worst AEW champion of all time? If you look at all the AEW champions of all time, who's at the bottom of the fucking list? You know who it is? It's CM Punk. The shittiest fucking run in the fucking business, in the history of professional wrestling. He's a fucking loser. He's a punk. CM Punk, I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to DM to you. The only thing you've ever won in the last 10 years was your fucking wife. The only thing you've won is your wife. Those belts don't mean shit because your run was diarrhea. My dog takes better shits than what you put on display to win the title, and then to win the title again, you interim piece of shit. You're an interim piece of shit.
Also, Jungle Boy's pillar status was replaced by Britt Baker. Just to make that.
Damn. Well, okay. That's just a Britt Baker fan and you coming out hard now. Coming out hard. DMD.
She's got to listen.
She's gonna win the title. Tony Storm sucks right now.
She anchors a division that can't get out of their fucking way. Like if it wasn't for her, no one would even watch a single women's match on this fucking program.
True.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're not tuning in to watch Jade Cargill fucking kick somebody's ass. I'll tell you that much.
Can't wait to see Tony Storm's defense with her fucking retarded finisher.
Tony, in my opinion, needs to stay off TV, man. Like that whole, after that whole interview media scrum, you looked so dumb, so weak, just getting abused by your talent on national fucking pay-per-view or whatever you want to call it. It's on YouTube anyway in 5 minutes after. It's on TikTok after 30 seconds. Let's be honest. Within 30 seconds, people know you're an idiot.
If that whole disaster of a scrum accomplished anything, I'm sure as fuck going to watch the next scrum after the next pay-per-view live.
I hope they never have one again, man. They need to stop allowing these fucking idiots in the fucking building. This is not... He made the worst comment I've ever heard from a wrestling promoter last week on Dynamite. When he opened up the show talking about how it's the best in combat sports. Like, are you kidding me? How do you even have the nerve? The nerve! Shout out to Nate Diaz, by the way, on Saturday night. That was good shit right there. I like that shit. But how do you... You know how... Imagine Nate Diaz, right, just gets a whiff of this and hears it. He's crazy enough. Conor McGregor's crazy enough where they'll go buy front row tickets and they will jump in the ring and lace 10 of your guys before they're arrested. And then they're going to get arrested, they're going to pay off their lawsuits, and life goes on. And now your guys look like little bitches because you decided to open your mouth about combat sports. Do you know what Bobby Lashley could do to your roster? Do you know what Brock Lesnar could do to your roster? Are you kidding me? Even Ronda Rousey will come down there and whoop half your males' asses. Like, stop it. Combat sports? Combat? Why? Because you have CM Punk and Jake Hager? Punk is a loser in the MMA, and Jake Hager, he's just beat up a bunch of fucking nobodies. Oh yeah, Jake Hager's undefeated in MMA because he's fighting nobodies. Go fight someone in the UFC, you're gonna get your shit rocked hard by like a rookie. Are you kidding me? The guy that beat up CM Punk was a fucking rookie. It was a kid. Mickey, whatever the fuck his name was. Mickey Gallo, I can't remember his name. Mickey something. He beat the fuck out of Punk in like 13 seconds, man. Made his ear look like a fucking drum. I don't forget that shit.
No, I've been looking for a Shook Crew t-shirt and I can't find it.
On Saturday. Can't believe it's Saturday, bro. He had the, I don't know about the Shook Crew t-shirt, but he definitely had like an Acclaimed tank top that I was going to buy.
Yeah.
Something like that. Don't piss me off right now, man. You fucking...
I think I'm just going to wear my mid shirt next Wednesday.
And it's crazy seeing all the videos coming out this week on Punk, bro. How many people are just shitting on him, calling him a loser. Like, people are going hard on Punk right now.
I'm over it, man. I'm over it right now. It's just too much, man. Let's just wait and play it out. That's it.
What do you think Roman Reigns thinks about all this nonsense? Or does he even know about any of it?
I think it's all nonsense, man. It's like, look, it is what it is. We're going to get a new champion next week, so...
I heard a theory out there now that CM Punk has a disorder. Because a lot of people are saying that when he was up there, he didn't look right. That he might be on drugs, medication, or he might have an actual medical condition CME or something like that.
Okay,
He's just nuts, man.
that's
Fuck,
funny.
man.
I'm
All
next. But yeah, what are you guys wearing at the Grand Slam?
I mean, I sent a picture of the MJF shirt, the cartoon one.
Me too.
You got the pink one?
I got the pink one.
I ordered it. I don't think I'm going to get it in time. I ordered it like a couple days ago.
I don't think I'm.
Mine's is supposed to be here in
Yeah.
a couple of days, but we'll fucking see. I hate AEW shit,
that
bro.
shit takes forever.
They take
Yeah,
forever. That's
it
why at
takes
least
forever.
WWE, bro, when you order WWE, that shit's here in a couple of days.
Shop AEW, right?
Yeah.
Shop AEW isn't any better. It's
Yo,
like, I mean, I
fucking,
sometimes order shirts, and like weeks later, I'm like, oh, I got a package. What
Bro.
is it? And I open it up, and I'm like, I totally forgot about this.
Go to Jim Cornette's shop and order something. That shit will get to you before the AEW shit does.
Really?
All right?
I don't know. As long as
I'm hoping.
I got my scarf ready, so I'm good to go.
Where'd you get that scarf? That was on the website? How much they sell that for?
All right, so I'll make you laugh, okay? I was
Chinatown?
I'm on my computer, and I'm on eBay, and I'm on everything trying to find the scarf, and my mother was around, so I guess I had it on my big screen. She goes, "You like that scarf?" And I was like, "It's you don't understand. One of my wrestlers wear it." And she goes,
And she has one.
I have that scarf.
Oh,
Like,
that's
check
funny.
it. Oh, it's the real Burberry one I've been wearing.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's very cool.
right? Too funny.
That's hilarious, actually. God damn.
Yeah, yeah,
MJF, I wonder if we're going to run into his parents again, Jay, for the third time in a
I
row.
think so.
yeah.
I think the
Probably.
mom's been following.
If we run into them again this time, I am going to get
gonna
the
say
dad's
something.
phone number, and I am going to take them out for
I'm
dinner.
gonna start recording.
I'm taking them out for a steak dinner, probably
I'm
next
gonna start
month.
recording. You know they're gonna say something if we're wearing the MJF shirt.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You almost got run over by her in the street last time.
I know, man. And she was still talking to me. There were ongoing traffic.
No, they were really cool, though. I remember at Grand Slam, I talked to MJF's mom for like half an hour. I'm so dumb for not even getting her number and, hitting her up. I gotta just look for her Instagram. I'm sure I can hit her up. She'll probably respond to everybody. She seems like she's mad cool.
I found the venue for your next son's birthday, Savage.
What'd you find?
The venue for your son's next birthday.
Oh, God, what is it?
Creative Pro birthday parties.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Live wrestling show, food and beverage, autographs, photographs, and more. Starts at $50 a child.
Oh, only $50 a child.
Well, the
That would
kid
be
was
that would be cool for when he's like 5, maybe, or 6.
Yeah.
I would probably definitely do something like that.
That'd be super cool. Yeah, imagine like when he's old enough, take him to the show, he starts to see like the guys, and he gets like a birthday party.
Well,
with
maybe
them.
by then I own my own fucking wrestling ring. Let's
Yeah,
just see
that's
what
right,
happens. You never know, man.
True.
That's what I'd like to do. I wouldn't mind becoming a trainer again. I was a trainer for a few weeks at a school, teaching some noobs.
Let's see if I can find this.
Man.
Mark Sterling is doing some kind of like seminar type of thing.
He's always doing some bullshit. That guy's all about his fucking money. That's
Yeah.
why he said I don't do videos. You go to my website, Cameo. Pay me.
Mark Sterling seminar from 4 to 6. I'll be doing a seminar on promos, social media, content creation, and marketing for wrestlers of any experience level.
Hey, he's just trying to make money with that. That's for sure. I
Yeah.
don't need his fucking seminar. I'll teach him how to fucking cut a promo.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, that's Monday Night Raw, folks. Episode 97's in the books. Episode 98. Tomorrow's 99 NXT. I'll be here with Jay as always to bring you the action
Always
from
baby.
NXT, which by the way, they've been stepping their game up. Jay, earlier today I saw a video of Tony D'Angelo from when he was like 17 years old, man. And he was talking about how he was like excited to get into the wrestling business, and it's just crazy to see how far he's come, man. Tomorrow night we're going to find out a lot about NXT. And then, of course, Wednesday, Grand Slam. Shout out to Dave, Crittext, and everybody else that's watching the show. Make sure you follow, subscribe. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Discord, Spotify. Hit up Gilch. Hit up all over Jay. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for doing the show. We'll see you next time. Everybody have a good night, and God bless.
You are watching Wrestling with Savage! But of course, course.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live as the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
I'm trying to give these two WWE legends